All right, party people. 10 minutes to talk about God, government, relationships, war, religions. 10 minutes to talk about all of that. And I don't, like I always say, I'm not too hot with the quotes, but we battle not against flesh and blood, but principalities and powers. And that little quote is enough to solve practically all the world's problems. And it's simple. It's really a very, very simple thing. And it doesn't matter if you're in the government, for example, or into government, you're into politics or something like that, if you're a Republican or a Democrat. When we engage in war with another country, or we engage in riotous violence against our neighbors, which is war. Doesn't matter who you're going to war for. War is the most ridiculous thing in the world. But we still do it. We still do it. And we do it to each other. And that's the criminal part of it. The horrible part. I mean, this goes, this is even your interpersonal relationships. We do the same thing. We struggle with the flesh that's across from us. That's what we do. Whether you're sitting down at the dinner table having a political argument, or you hate one party, or you hate one political figure or something like that. The struggle isn't with the flesh and blood that's across from you, that you see. That struggle doesn't exist. Nothing good comes from that struggle. I don't care how hard you're fighting for it. If you believe, like, with all your heart that abortion should be illegal, and you go to war for that, right? And you struggle and argue and invoke the name of God in the midst of it, at least recognize the fact that God is the problem here. And our struggle is with Him. That's our struggle. The struggle isn't with the person across from you. And it's up to you how you choose to engage in that struggle. That's the easy, we all can do it. It's free. It's fucking free. We can all do it. All we have to do is shut the fuck up and listen. And if you have nothing interesting to listen to, then seek out the things that really engage you in that struggle with the principalities and the powers. Even if they're fleshly principalities and powers, for example, governments, or kings, royalty in general, You can't look at these people who are in charge of you and you just can't. You can't look at them as something that you need to struggle against, because they're not the problem. They might look a lot like all your fucking problems. But they're not. They're not what you're really struggling against. They're just meat suits that, honestly, they're struggling against some shit as well. And that's usually why, you have insane governments that just bomb the living shit out of whoever the fuck they want to. I mean, if you got the power and you really believe, you're a true believer that this is, I don't know, God sent me to fucking do this, or if we don't do it, who's gonna protect all those people from all those other people? We should do it. Let's bomb the living shit out of them. Or who's gonna protect our people from those people? There's nothing but like a line on a piece of paper that says this is where that is and that's where this is. Even if you build a wall, the people on the other side of the wall, they're still there doing their shit, and you're still over here doing your shit. Hopefully you're both doing your shit, your inner shit. You're handling that struggle. And I mean, I swear, if you're struggling with Allah, then struggle with him. If you're struggling with Jesus, struggle with him. If you're struggling with, I don't know what it doesn't matter. All that shit's irrelevant, But whatever it is, I mean, if you're struggling with your spouse or your significant other or your children, you can't struggle with them folks. There's no point in it. Whatever struggle you have, and I'm sorry to keep saying you, because this is a me thing, I shouldn't say you, I should say me, I. Whatever struggles I have perceived to be with that other human being, who's maybe my family even, whatever that struggle is with the principalities and the powers. It's not within that, it's not that fucking person. It's just a meat suit. It's a meat machine. We're fucking ghosts walking around in meat suits. It's kind of a weird thing, but I mean, that's who we are. So, yeah, I thought I wasn't going to be able to stuff all this into a 10-minute video, but man, I'm only at 8 minutes. So I think I kind of ballparked that one. So anyways, my love is my companion, and that love, as imperfect as it is, it's not a perfect love. So along with that comes all the things that I struggle against, all the principalities and powers that I struggle against. Not letting those things, affect me, and I don't want to say take away my love, because that's not a thing. Distract me. I think distraction is probably a pretty good word for it. It's distracting me from my love. These are really, really strong powers that would be powerful enough to distract me from my love. And I hope that's the same with most people, And I mean, most people would say, yeah, me too. But you'd be amazed at what most people agree to. So, with that said, peace.